Hi, Omega Khaos here, finally with another real life tech profile. So I haven't been doing content on this channel for a while. I've been focusing on different things like the new Digimon card game, but I'm definitely getting back into updating my decks in Yu-Gi-Oh as well, and playing it a little bit more as well. But my main focus right now is still the Digimon card game. And of course I'm going to doing content on my Digimon channel as well, so check that channel out as well. I will link it in the description, of course. But in this video I'm going to show my new update Antagonista deck. This deck is now significantly better thanks to new cards from Lightning Overdrive set. Right now it's even a little bit competitive. It has been topping in some remote dueling events, I guess. So guys, let's show the deck. So first, the main deck. So first, triple Achichi Antagonista. Really good, of course, amazing searcher, and this card on its own pretty much gets everything going, more or less. Triple Picari Antagonista. It's another card that pretty much gets everything going. If you know more spells on it, you can search for any ice spell tap card. So that's definitely really nice. Then 2 Toyon Antagonista. Very important card for a combo as well. And so yeah, it's definitely pretty good to recycle your Antagonista monsters and ice spell and trap cards. Then I run 2 Pururu Antagonista, the main tune of the deck. Level 3, of course you can make swings with this, and also if you know more spells on it, you can send Antagonista monster on the deck to the graveyard, so you can also now, you have now something really good to send as well. I run 2 because I kind of want to use it more. I guess you can also search it off with Cyber's Wiki as well. Then I run 1 Hiyari Antagonista, pretty good. It's a water Antagonista, and also you can tribute another Cybers to search for level 4 higher Antagonista. That can be obviously a ritual monster, and also you can also search for the ritual spell as well if you tribute to the link monster. Definitely pretty good because I am actually including the ritual aspect in this deck as well. Then 1 Dojin Antagonista, because I'm also including the fusion aspect as well a little bit, so, and a pretty good extender as well. Then I also use 1 Gachiri Antagonista. A pretty good card, protects your cyber monsters, decent extender, stuff like that. So yeah. Then 2 Danmari Antagonista, one of the new cards. Basically, the first effect is not really very relevant, but while you control a Link 6 monster, quick effect, you can banish this card from the field or graveyard, and then target the face-up card your opponent controls and negate its effects in the end of the turn. So basically, if you have your main Link monster out, you can banish it to negate any card, like spell or trap, or a monster effect pretty much, and definitely very good to protect your unaffected boss monster. And the last monster in the main deck is the Ritual Water Leviathan Antagonista. It's definitely a really good card, very underrated. Out of more competitive Antagonista builds don't play it, but I personally like it. Obviously, if it doesn't work in the deck, then I will probably take it out, but for now it stays in. Then the spell cards. 1 Ice Ritual, of course, to summon your ritual monster, pretty good. And you also, if you control Antagonista, you can banish instead of tributing monsters for the ritual summon. Then 1 I Love Fusion, obviously pretty good. You can also use your opponent's Link monster as material as well. Then I use 2 Ignister Island, probably the most important card in the deck, because you're going to use this card for your main combos. And now you can switch it off with your Link 1 monster, Dark Infant, so now it's a lot more consistent. So, because obviously it's a key card, having that being searchable is very nice from deck select. So you don't really need to use any more than 2, I think. because obviously you can also banish an Attagnister from the graveyard to set it to the field as well, so you can even bring it back from the graveyard. But I use 2, of course, just in case if one gets a Cosmic Cyclone. Then triple Idle Reborn, pretty much a revival card for the deck. Might drop it to 2, but right now I can't think of anything else to put in. Then another new addition that's amazing for the deck. Triple I Meteor. Reveal Cybers with 2300 attack in your hand or extra deck, and then add at least a monster with the same attribute. But if you didn't summon that monster, 2300 attack monster, then you take damage equal to the attack points, of course. So the really amazing card and very important for your 1-card combos. Then of course triple Silent Mining, another extra consistency card. Yeah, really nice. And then the last spell card is 1 Call by the Grave, because hand traps can definitely hurt you like Ash. If they Ash your Link 1, then you're a little bit screwed. I think you can't get access to Ignister Island, for example. But unfortunately it's at 1, so I don't have trap cards. So instead of using like hand traps, I personally use regular traps in this deck, because I don't think hand traps are really as impactful. And of course, if I do lose the first duel, then I can of course just use the side deck for it. And I think just regular traps are just much more impactful. If you go first, then you can just protect your Link monster even more. So I use 1 in pair order, just negate all spells, really amazing. But you have to be a little bit careful, because using this card can definitely backfire sometimes if you're not careful with your life points and stuff like that. Then of course use the Soams, so triple Soam Judgment, of course negates anything. Then triple Solemn Warning, of course, really good as well. And then finally triple Solemn Strike, of course, very nice as well. Now let's see the extra deck. So first, of course, I use the main Link monster. The main win condition is 2 the rival Cybers at Ignister. A lot of players, of course, play only 1. Right now I'm using 2, because I think like if my opponent catches the first one, I can probably make another one next turn potentially. So I think it's definitely really good. It has at least 3 monsters with different attributes, but most of the time you're going to use 4, and then it becomes 4 as an attack point monster. If it can't be affected by card effects. It's definitely very nice, and it also can destroy monster on the field, and then you can get the token as well. That's definitely very amazing. Of course, it's pretty hard to get rid of. Then I also use 1 Fireball Dragon Dark Fluid, because I do think you can use this card pretty well in this deck as well. Although of course not as well as in the pure Cybers deck, but it's definitely an option you can use. Then I use 2 Dark Templar at Ignister, of course, a very important combo piece for the deck. So yeah, pretty much needs no explanation, I think. Then 1 Fire Phoenix at Ignister. You pretty much have to use this card because of I Meet You. You reveal it to search HHC at Ignister. It's not a bad card, but you're not going to use it very often. Then 1 Splash Noise, because it's very important for a 1-card first turn combo. 1 Cybers Wicked, again very important for a combo. Pretty much search your tuner monster. Then double Dark Infant at Ignister. Of course, very important to search your Ignister Island, because of course if you link summon this card, you can search it out from the deck. And also it has another pretty good secondary ability as well, that has some usability for in the combos and stuff. Then 1 Link Kuribo, pretty good, negates trap cards, and so can be useful in some situations. Then of course I use 1 Air of Golem at Ignister. Of course the main fusion, pretty good. Again, I might take it out if it's not very useful anymore. but we'll see. Then I will probably have to take out the Dark Fluid as well and stuff like that. Then one Light Dragon Antagonist. That's definitely a really good card, because obviously you can detach the material and then destroy monsters on your opponent's side equal to the amount of Antagonisters you control. It's definitely really good, and also you can protect your monsters as well. If you got monsters you control with the destroy card effect, you get that one material from this card instead. Definitely really amazing for sure. Then one Winged Pegasus Antagonist, of course, really good Synchro Monster. Pretty much you destroy present trap cards equal to the amount of Antagonisters you control. Definitely really good. And then finally, the last most index deck run is one Cyber's Quantum Dragon. Really good Cyber Synchro, because you summon it alongside your Link 6 monster. It will protect your rival Cybers from being killed by battle with things like Pura Sword Dragon, for example. Definitely really good. So that was my update Antagonist deck. It's more of a casual build, I guess, but if I do bring it to a competitive event, I probably will make some changes in the future for sure. Depends, I guess. So I will I think I will show the main combo as well in this video. Let's see the main combo for this deck. So I pretty much just need Archichi Antagonist, just normal summon it, and then search for Picari Antagonist. Then link it off for Dark Infant. Then with Dark Infant, you're going to search out Ignister Island. Then you're going to activate Ignister Island. Again, I'm going to spell summon Picari Antagonist, then activate effect. Search out I Meet You. Then activate it, revealing Dark Templar. Then searching out Toyon Antagonist. Then obviously the link summon the Cyber Wicket. Okay, yeah, because obviously it's the extra zone is cut off, so complicated. Then I'm going to use Sickness Silence effect again. Activate both Toyon and Cyber Wicket. So you're going to banish your Dark Infant to search out Pururu Antagonist. And then if Toyon, you get back Achichi, because we haven't used, we haven't summoned it with Ignister Island yet. Then I'm going to summon these two. Splash Mage. Pretty cool. So I'm using this times effect again. This time positioning blue Atkinster, then activating the effect. Also, before doing that actually, sending someone into Splash Mage, you activate Doyon and get back I Meet You as well, so don't forget that, I guess. Because if you link someone into Cybers, you can add back I spell draft card. And then you summon, of course, Bororo with Easter Island, and then send Danmari into the graveyard. Then you use Blast Mage effect, summon the Cybers monster into defense mode. You can mirror anything, like just summon Picari. Then use these three materials, so they have to be 3 monsters with different names. And then you can summon out Dark Templar Agonist, and it has to be this particular extra monsters on the, I guess, the right one, so that you can use the link monsters, link one's effect, other effect. Then you summon out a Chit-Chat Agonist with Ignis Island, but you don't use Dark Templar yet. But first you want to use a Chichi as link material again. Then use Dark Infant, so in this zone, it's pointing to that. And then you activate Dark Templar, and then chain Dark Infant effect, move to this zone, basically. So yeah, and then activate. Yeah, I mean, yeah, to activate this to this, so obviously. And then you can revive 3 monsters instead of just 2. Summon these 3. Then also you can pick an attribute after you use that effect, so I pick like water, doesn't really matter. Then I use Secret Summon with Picari and Bororo. And then Secret Summon into Cyber's Quantum Dragon. And then I use Bororo's other effect. If I use the Synchro material for a Cyber's monster, then I can revive any monster that was used for the Synchro Summon. Its material, I can summon it back. So we carry back. And then I'm going to link summon with Dark Templar, Dark, Picari, Light, Achichi, Fire, and Water, Dark Infant with that effect. And we summon out the rival Cyber's Agonist. So now, what is your main board now with that 1-card combo? It's Cyber's Quantum Dragon, a rival Cyber's Agonist with force on attack and it's unaffected by card effects. That's amazing. You can really get over with like Bora Sword or Utopia Lightning or something like that. But Cyber's Quantum Dragon says that you cannot target or target anything with any other monster with card effects, or target any other monster with attacks aside from this card if you control a link monster. Which means they have to get rid of this card first before they can attack or target with card effect. Obviously it's unaffected anyway, but if they want to attack with Bora Sword or something like that, they have to get rid of this first. And then of course in the graveyard we have done more, yeah, at instead that if I control a link 6 monster, I can banish it on the field or graveyard, then negate any face-up card essentially, so that also gives it extra protection as well. And of course you had like some trap cards as well in your hand, then it's even more impossible for my opponent to get rid of this field. So that's it for this combo and for this video. So I hope you enjoyed this real up deck profile. For now, goodbye and Homakios out.